All right, chat. Next, we're going to look at the video. Google's new insane Palm-E shocks the entire industry. Apparently, this is Google's response to the ChatGPT by OpenAI, which if you haven't seen OpenAI, they came out with Model 4, ChatGPT 4, which is absolutely mind-boggling. I'm excited to see what Google's gonna do in response to that, because honestly, the fact that Google didn't already have something like this and OpenAI beat them, considering that this would probably take over search. Instead of people using a search engine like they use it today, they will probably use something like these language models like ChatGPT 4. So I'm super interested to see
AI is
what they do with it.
Insane. They just recently announced Palm-E 3 days ago, and the
Palm-E 3?
researchers have managed to make a robot.
Now, I will say I don't know much about Palm-E, about Google's actual, so I'm going to be learning right along with you guys in this one.
With over 562 billion parameters, and this robot doesn't even need constant retraining. Now take a look at this footage where they actually ask this robot to bring me the rice chips from the drawer. This is insane, and you might not understand exactly why, but trust me guys, this is a next level robot. You can see right here that they even decide to add some minor disturbances just to see how well the robot is going to cope with real world scenarios. And you can see right here that the robot does do very well in handling specific tasks. It's honestly so interesting as to how far.
So is this model then, this is not, maybe this is not ChatGPT? Or I mean, I don't know.
We've come with AI and Google's.
I mean, the fact that this can be plugged into like a robot, dude, oh my God, it's about to get crazy, guys.
Here is honestly truly groundbreaking, because it can honestly manage to handle these tasks without the need for further input, and it doesn't need to be trained again, which means you can actually put new tasks into the robot. So this kind of robot is definitely going to be shaking up a lot of industries if we do have it at scale.
There's no reason we shouldn't have it at scale.
So if we go to Google,
I mean, it's going to be expensive just like every new tech at the beginning, but it should drop in price pretty significantly, especially tech like this where everybody's going to want it. It's going to be like cell phones and everything, where just it has to be at a price that like everybody, because of the mass market, it'll reach a price where everybody will be using it. I mean, I'm not saying it won't be expensive. It might be like a car and you got to buy one of these robots for $30, $40, $50,000, but I think it'll increase productivity so much for people. You know, you get home from work and your house is already all clean, your food's already ready to go. That means you could work an extra hour or two every day. You could, I mean, not that you have to, but I'm just saying you could, which means it would in essence pay for itself.
Google AI's research blog, you can see here that they say,
okay, so this is a multimodal language model. So this is the same type of thing as ChatGPT. This is just inside of a robot, which is really, really cool.
Today,
I didn't even know they were doing stuff like that.
A generalist robotics model that overcomes these issues by transferring knowledge from varied and visual language domains to a robotic system. Basically transferring all that great knowledge that they have from text data into an actual physical robot. This is the GitHub where you can read more about this, and it says, in the first video we execute a long horizon instruction. Bring me the rice chips from the drawer. That includes multiple planning steps as well as incorporating visual feedback from the robot's camera. Finally, we show another example where the robot's instruction is bring me a green star, and the green star is an object that this robot wasn't directly exposed to. So that means that this robot hadn't really known what this was
or where it's at, I wonder, or if
it's just based on the data generated from it being such a large model of data that it was originally based on. So you can see right here that of course this is the one that we just looked at, and of course this is definitely very interesting, but remember this is also 4 times speed, so the robot,
I was thinking that earlier. I mean, it seems like it's moving pretty slow.
Is actually quite slow here. So you can also see in this second example what we have is something very interesting. In the following part, we show Palm-E controlling a tabletop robot arranging blocks. We show the Palm-E can successfully plan over multiple stages based on visual and language input. So our model is able to successfully plan a long horizon task, sort blocks by colors into different corners. And you can see here that it is doing this task very, very well, which is really, really interesting because these AI robots are moving very, very fast in terms of the rate of advancement. And
it is crazy. I mean, I can't even imagine ChatGPT 5 or like Palm. I think they said this was 3, so Palm-E 4. Like just each generation of these language models just, I mean, blows the previous generation out of the water.
A little bit scary because it does feel like we've only just been thrust into the world of AI last year with
I cannot wait till I have an Android robot,
and
man.
the rise of DALL-E, Stable Diffusion, and many other things. You can also see here that the first instruction is move the remaining blocks to the group, and then it sequences step-by-step commands to the low-level policy, such as move the yellow hexagon to the green star and move the blue triangle to the group. So it's definitely very, very interesting to see exactly how quickly this robot is able to do this. And of course, it doesn't seem like these robots are too quick right now, because as you can see here, it says 2 times speed, and right here it says 4 times speed. So these robots aren't moving lightning quick, but there are some robots which can move with lightning speed. And
can you imagine, what's that company's name, Atlas, with all their robots that they have? Like, they have like the Spot Dog one, they have the guy that does like the backflips and stuff, like the actual like one that looks like a humanoid or whatever, or at least, you know, stands upright and stuff. Could you imagine when they have this type of stuff?
I will show you. So I'm wondering, what happens when you combine, let's say for example, for a quick moment, we take this robot right here, and let's say we manage to combine it with this robot right here. You can see that this is a robot which responds in real time to table tennis players, and it moves very, very quickly. Now, I know that many different robots perform many different functions, but it just goes to show you how...
I heard someone once say that eventually, like, and in the near future, that robots will be able to move so fast we won't even be able to see them. I don't know how true that is or not, but that's pretty crazy. Or I guess at least look like a blur to us. Could you imagine? I mean, there's no reason a robot can't run 50, 60, 70, 80, even 100 miles per hour. I mean, like cars can go that fast. I mean, there's no reason a robot eventually can't do that, and probably go even faster. Especially small little robots.
And move with AI. Imagine just asking this robot to do anything. Now it says here, next we demonstrate 2 examples of generalization. In the case below, the instruction is push the red blocks to the coffee cup, and the dataset only contains 3 demonstrations with the coffee cup in them. None of them included the red blocks. So essentially what is going on here is that it's able to complete new tasks on data that it hasn't really been trained on, okay? And you have to understand that this is insane, because when we look at other robots that we've had before, see that these robots in Tesla factories are ones that are already trained a million times on specific tasks that they need to do. But the reason that Google's one is so interesting is because these are tasks that they weren't previously trained on, so you could theoretically tell it to do something new, and it could, you know, go ahead and simply do it. Now, here is the demo. It says the examples below are all completions in orange from Palm E, and the prompt is 1 or more images, and the text is in gray. So I can click these and it will show me exactly what's going on. So it says, given this image, this is what it was given, and it says who are the 2 teams playing in this photo, and which will...
So you can see, not even just within the robot, but just like ChatGPT, this can be used to identify images. This can be used to, I mean, that's pretty cool.
Championship, and which year did they win, and who was their star player in that year. So you can see here,
I'm telling you, man, it's about to get crazy in the robot and AI world. I was really big into cryptocurrencies, and I still am. I think cryptocurrencies are the future. Then I got really big into NFTs, and NFTs kind of hit a stall. And I'm not sure what's going to happen with them, to be honest. I still think the tech is useful. I just think there's too many scammers and stuff in the industry currently, and it needs to be cleaned up a lot, whether that's through government regulation, which I'm not a big fan of, or whatever. And the government's only going to be able to do so much because of, you know, the way that these programs are built and stuff. So anyways, it'll be super interesting to see
response very
as these continue how that works out. But I really think AI, like I thought cryptocurrencies and NFTs were going to be like, you know, to the masses type thing, and that hasn't ended up necessarily being the case, or at least it hasn't been the adoption rate hasn't been as quick as I thought it would be. But with AI, man, I think this stuff just takes off in the next, just throughout, like by the end of 2023, I think it's going to be crazy where we're at.
Next, the team in green is the Boston Celtics. It actually has all the information that you'd want to need. Now, I don't play basketball and I don't really know much about this, but for someone who's on the internet, maybe you see an image and you want to know everything that you can about that image, something like this would be a complete game changer, because you'd instantly have tons of data from that image, even if you didn't have enough. Now you can see also here, it says what flavor is the pink donut on the right, and you can see right here that it says blueberry, and of course it's reading that data, which is really, really cool. There's also this example here which says
wait
on the right, and you can see right here that it says,
what flavor is the pink donut on the right? Strawberry. Oh, okay. Then it asks another question. What flavor is the donut on the left? Blueberry. Okay,
blueberry.
okay.
And of course, it's reading that data, which is really, really cool. There's also this example here, which says, what will the robot do next? And of course, it's going to fall. So it just goes to show how much this robot truly understands, because I could argue that maybe some humans might not even understand this kind of concept, because some people might perceive this as something else, because as you know, humans have different way of perceiving things. So this is another interesting example. It says, I'm a robot operating in a kitchen. Given this image, when a human asks me to do a task, I'll respond with the sequence of actions I would like to accomplish this task with only the items I see, and use all of these ingredients you see to make a cake batter. And you can see right here that it manages to give all the information.
Crack egg, put egg in bowl, put flour in bowl, put sugar in bowl. Wow, that's crazy.
I thought was truly, truly interesting and a little bit scary, if I'm being honest, because it says, I'm just getting 2 custom pizzas for me and my friend. How much should I pay in total? And let's think step by step. And I think Google may want to go ahead and look at this again, because it should say pay, but it actually does say play there. So that's a little, spelling mistake. But what's also cool is that
why
it
do
does
they need
this
to look at it again?
really quickly. So I can imagine you're going to be able to.
I don't think they need to look at it again. It was able to tell. It was able to read the entire sentence and understand and conceptualize exactly what was being asked, even if there was a misspelling. So I mean, that's excellent.
Simply, have these images, potentially upload them onto maybe a Google AI app on your phone, and then simply ask it any question you want.
Google
it's going to be able to give
phones,
you that data,
or when this gets put into like ALEXA,
oh my gosh, and you don't speak the native language, and you want to know exactly how much
that would be
meal
cool.
is going to cost you, or what kind of things they have in the food. It's going to be very, very applicable to so many use cases. And
answer in emojis.
What's in this image? Answer in emojis.
That's
also
cool.
This one right here, it says, if a robot wanted to be useful here, what steps should it take? Clean the table, pick up the trash, pick up the chairs, wipe the chairs, and put the chairs down. So that is really crazy. And remember now, this is a very, very crazy model.
I mean, that's a little off to me.
This one is combined.
I don't see that one as being, because clean table, pick up trash. Why don't you pick up the trash first, then clean the table, meaning wipe it down. Then it says pick up chairs. I don't know what it means by pick up chairs, wipe chairs, put chairs down. Why do you need to pick up the chairs? It should just be wipe chairs, push chairs into table or something. So that one seems a little
that can interact with the real world. So,
but it is still crazy where it's heading.
I mean, if you told the robot you need to be the most helpful robot ever, it's going to be crazy, because this robot is going to be doing stuff on the data that it is given and based on the data that is being fed into its sensors and into its cameras. So it's definitely really, really
is this guy
cool.
really going to look at every one of these images?
That they have face
we get it,
recognition,
dude.
because it says Kobe Bryant is on the left, and Kobe Bryant has won 5 championship rings. You've also got another example here which says, can I go down the street on a bicycle? Yes or no? Let's think step by step. Do not enter except bicycles. Do not enter except bicycles. So it is able to differentiate between certain images.
Pretty cool.
Here, as you can see, it says photo 1 has sunglasses on top of the folded clothes, and photo 2
does not have
sunglasses on top of the folded clothes. So it's definitely really, really interesting as to how far this AI has come. And honestly, I didn't expect this, because yes, AI.
And then when we plug it into Elon Musk's Neuralink and we're interacting directly with this stuff, and it's basically is our brain. Oh my God.
Is moving.
It's going to be like the Matrix, where it's like, I want to fly this helicopter. How do I fly a model? Let's go.
Quickly.
Just saying.
Expect that. But the fact that we are now at a stage where robots can literally interact with the environment based on a simple given prompt is truly, truly interesting, because how quickly is this technology going to progress? And imagine if these robots are engineered by Boston Dynamics combined with this technology.
That's what I said. I said Atlas, but it's Boston Dynamics that has those robots. But that's what I said, man.
Or many different kind of robot makers.
It's going to be crazy.
How quickly and how fast are these going to be deployed in real world?
Holy cows. Yo, guys, if you guys like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Also, I'm going to leave a link down to the original video if you want to watch it through without me jabbering, talking, yakking. Click it. It's down in the description. Also, get subscribed to the channel if you like these types of videos. It's just, we react to videos sometimes. I throw them up on YouTube. Why not? It's fun talking about this stuff. So leave me a comment. Let me know. What do you think of Palmy? Are you excited for this? I know I am. All right. Till next time. Peace out, everybody. Later, nerds.